I pray to the divinity in you. Before we explain next mantra, I'd like to give you a few subtle hints and points so that you can improve your meditation. Even if you make efforts on the path of meditation and don't improve, it means you are committing mistakes somewhere. First thing, remember, is posture. Postures are divided into two parts: physical culture and meditative postures. You should learn to meditate in a particular posture, form that habit, and see that it is comfortable and at the same time makes you steady. No matter how many months it takes, it will not take more than 2-3 months. Not. Even if you are most third-class student, it will take only 3 months. For habit formation, punctuality is very important. Be punctual. Every day at the same time, whether you like or not. Remember, mind and body have certain habit patterns. And those habits are formed because of your upbringing, the way you do your things, and you want to change those habit patterns, you want to have new habits, you want to transform your personality. So they rebel. They become rebellious. So you should learn to understand this. Whether you like or not, just try to sit. When you have learned to sit still, when there are no body tremors, shaking, movements, then you have to watch your breath. Up to this, it seems very easy. It's very beneficial for your physical health. But you are not body alone. You need to understand something about your mind. You need to have mental health too. And for that, in meditation, if mind is not joyous, you cannot meditate. Your japa remains technical. You are doing japa under duress. Because you have to do it, because you want to do it, but you are not prepared for it, and you are not joyous. So you have to create a joyous mind before you meditate. This is important. Mind does not like to meditate. One of the qualities of ordinary mind is it does not want to be disciplined, it does not want to be in order, it does not want to meditate. What will you do with such a mind? You have to create a situation for such a mind. And how? Not dealing with the mind, but dealing with your breath. For breath and mind are twin laws of life. You should remember that. They are very close to each other and they function with each other closely. Anything that happens in your mind is reflected on your body, and anything that happens on your breath reflects on your mind. Mind, breath is barometer of your body and mind both. The science of breath, if properly understood, is complete in itself. That can give you a glimpse of the divine in a second's time. You are breathing, I am breathing. Without breath we cannot live. Life is breath. Who is supplying this breath to us? There is only one proprietor of all these bodies. What business do we have, what right do we have to hate each other? Why do we not see that there is only one Father, one Lord of life that is supplying breath to all? Why do we feed our ego and think that we are something when the power or breath or life is given to someone, by someone, to all of us? This way we can build our philosophy, individual philosophy, by understanding the life breath. Breath awareness, after you have done many exercises on the breath exercises, then you concentrate on this point. That's called bridge between the two nostrils. But remember that immediately it is not done. Physiologically, you will find a different graph if you monitor your breath. Here the breath becomes very fine. Fine breath is very good, but short breath is not. There is difference. So first you should have long breath. Inhale, and twice of that learn to exhale. That is the best way of inhalation and exhalation, the condensed exercise of pranayama. The amount you inhale, twice of that you exhale. And go on expanding that span. Now you have to go to next step. For pranayama you can use the fingers, but not for meditation. You don't do that. You use breath awareness. You have to be aware of your breath. First you have to be aware of your body, that you have a right posture. Right posture means a steady posture that keeps your head, neck and trunk in a straight line. And yet you are comfortable for a few minutes. If you can do it for 10 minutes, you have done it. But in 10 minutes, the quality of steadiness should be supreme. If your mind flows towards one object for 10 minutes, you are capable of attaining samadhi, one of the highest states of mental equilibrium. 10 minutes only. But what happens during 10 minutes time? 1,000 times mind runs here and there and comes back. No. Tail dharavat. If for 10 minutes mind flows towards one direction without any obstruction, without any dissipation, such a mind is capable of attaining a state called state of tranquility, which is termed as samadhi. The path of vichara we will explain. The philosophy of life and the universe will be known to you if you are fully prepared. If you are not prepared, you will not understand. The meditation should be joyful. Why it is not joyful? Because you have many other desires. The desire for meditation is secondary desire. Other desires have prominence. That's one point. That's why your meditation is not joyous. Your meditation is only technical because you repeat like a parrot. Ram, 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 Ram. You can teach a parrot. You see. But the meaning of the mantra, with all its feelings, should be assimilated in your heart. One day I told you, when you talk to someone, use your head. But when you listen to somebody, use your heart. You see. It had some meaning. If you use your head only and not heart, you will be not assimilating the essence of someone's saying. Prepared students. There are varieties of students. When a teacher lectures, he lectures journal students. One category. Another category of students. Students who like to learn. Yet they don't know they have capacity, understanding, they are fully equipped or not. Another category of students. They want to learn, but at ease, in their own way. Another category of students, they learn, but they find themselves not fully equipped. Next category of students, they learn and they work hard. And next is called fully prepared student. And then that student communicates with his spiritual teacher well. And the spiritual teacher likes to give all the experiences he has. On the sands of his experiences, he finds the print of the Atman. He says, come on, these are the prints of the Atman, you follow. Mahajana ena gatasya pantha. There's only one way for you. And the way is, the great people have followed this path. You have to follow this path. This is the path. Don't worry now. You are free. First freedom that you attain is freedom from the bondage of the karma that you create for. You are doing karma for yourself. Karma is binding if you do karma for yourself. If you learn to renounce the fruits of the karma and go on doing your karma, karma will not bind you. Karma might become a sort of means for you to furnish sadhana. And when your nature becomes sadhana, when you become sadhaka, then it's easy for you to attain and understand the great sayings. Great sayings have come from the great heights. When you do not understand them, it means you have not attained that height where the great man is saying. In all times and climes there have been great people. And many times you don't understand the sayings of the scriptures and you think that they are contradiction in the scriptures. Here the Upanishad, the message of the Upanishad is to be fearless, non-attached, and have Brahman consciousness all the time. There is no death for you have attained immortality. Death and birth are two gates, and if you like to go through one, you come out through other. But it's your desire. If you want to serve your people, if you want to serve the suffering masses, you can do it. If you want to be in the ocean of bliss, you can do it. You see, it depends upon you. So the Upanishad says Brahman consciousness should be developed for. And there are many ways of doing it. Through devotion, you can. Through karma, you can. But without jnana, you can attain the Brahman. Without the knowledge, real knowledge, knowledge of the Absolute. There are various categories of knowledge. Many steps of knowledge. Gradually, step by step, you attain. Mind does not want to meditate. Mind does not want to be orderly. To make mind orderly, you will have to put yourself in discipline. You see? Mind says, why are you sitting and wasting your time? Because mind is in habit of doing other things. You see? So your technical sadhana should become a part of your life. You should not remain only a technical sadhana. It's not joyous. There should be joy in your sadhana. And when you started having joy, then you think that you have started doing sadhana. Oh, when my time of meditation comes, you long to have that time, to meditate during that time. You meditate at 9 o'clock, and it's 5 o'clock. You see, you just feel that I have to meditate at 9 o'clock. I like to meditate. Oh, it's only 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I wish it was 9 o'clock. When you have that feeling, then think that you are a good student on the path of enlightenment. You devote your time, you worship finite, so you get result from the finite world. You attain siddhi in the external world. You cannot attain Brahman. But if you attain Brahman, you don't need to attain anything. If you attain absolute truth, you will find there is a dharma, religion of the Upanishads. So do you know what it is? Satya dharmaya. The Upanishads say a day will come when you have the whole world, entire humanity will have to follow the sayings of the Upanishads. It's not Hindu, Christian, Buddhist, Sufi. These little isms are dividing the humanity. Satya dharmaya. True dharma is satya. Truth. Truth itself is dharma. When you accept truth as your dharma, as your religion, you have done something. That's why you notice. The best part of all great religions is not the prophets, don't say that. The sages. Sages do not follow any churchianity, any temples, any mosques, any synagogues. They quietly remove themselves. They do not oppose the religion you are following because they do not want to disturb you. You are not prepared to understand that the knowledge they have received. So they cannot discuss that with you, but they don't want to disturb you. So remember, you can leave this garment exactly the way you change your shirt. It's not difficult. In our path, first thing that is taught in the monastery is to cast off the garment. How to cast off your garment? If you use the word death there, they don't like it. What do you mean by death? You have to consciously change your garment. As you change your pillow cover, as you change your jacket, the book, so you change your garment. This body is a garment. This is the external sheath. Inside this sheath is another sheath that is called pranic sheath. If pranic sheath is not properly arranged, the physical sheath will not function well, and mental sheath will not function well. Third sheath is mental sheath. Fourth is another blissful sheath. There is another subtler sheath, and that is residence of the Atman, permanent residence of the Atman within it. You see. So slowly you are getting into the fortress. You are never lost, don't be afraid. Many times what happens, when mind experiences something, nothingness inside, you are afraid. I might become insane, I might lose my mind. Am I right? But don't worry. You will not lose your mind when you are within yourself. You lose your mind when you are outside. You lose when you are outside home. You never lose anything at home. It is already there. So those fears of loss will come because of your external habit patterns. Don't be afraid. You are fully protected when you meditate. Tomorrow is brought into today, and today is brought into now, and now is part of eternity, and that is what meditation means. You see. Don't listen to that part of mind says meditation is not a joyous deed. The best of all actions is meditation. It's a search, it's exploration, it's going within, it's going on the journey without movement. That's why meditation is very good. So you have heard a word, I have spoken to you, and that is called Sandhya. Oh, Sandhya means when to meet, not simple meeting. It's called pleasant, joyous wedding. As a boy, friend meets girlfriend, that is mere meeting, they part. No, it's a permanent wedding. Whenever you want, you can apply that. What is it called? Sushumna application. Sukhmana application. To create joyous mind for your meditation. So gently, gradually you come up, making your breath fine, and once you start focusing your mind here, breath becomes very fine. And sometimes you might feel, I am not breathing. No, you are breathing. It's not possible for you to live without breathing. But your breath is very fine. There is a keen competition between mind and breath. And you should allow them to enter into competition. When breath says, I will become so fine, oh mind, you cannot notice. Mind says, no matter how fine you become, I am going to notice. When a sadhaka gets into that competition, he finds a great joy. Mind wants to know. Mind becomes very subtle and breath becomes very fine. They both play with each other. And it's a wonderful game. But before it happens, there is a pleasant wedding that is called Sushumna application. When sun weds the moon, When day wets the night, when heat wets the cool, it becomes very pleasant. And that pleasantness is important for meditation. Without that, meditation is not possible. Or if you are making effort, do it. It remains only technical. That's why I say systematically, if you follow the path of meditation, it's not difficult. But you have a habit of jumping. You want to jump. You see, don't do that to yourself. Whole life you will be jumping and nothing will happen. You will remain only a monkey. So stop jumping, steadily go forward. Even if you pretend to do meditation, you will have beneficial effects. Remember that. It's very beneficial for you. You should remember that. Even pretending to do meditation. All the mothers should try to meditate, to teach their children so that from the very beginning they learn to be quiet and still. Many women do not get pregnant because they are very hyper, very anxious. When they become very anxious, in that anxious moments, anxiety is created and sperms are killed. Let me tell you this. But when they learn to be calm, there is no problem. They get pregnant. Many of them don't get pregnant. There is no problem with them physically, physiologically, gynecologically, no problem. Why? Why does it happen? Your anxiety has got something to do with your biochemistry. This is true. When I was in Hamburg long ago, there was a doctor. He was a German, but I have never met such a handsome man in my life. Never. The way his teeth were fixed by Lord, it was unique. And any woman would be attracted towards him the way he used to smile. Elegantly. Tall, handsome man. He was a doctor, well-qualified man. So he got married to a nurse. I was there during those days. It was in 1953-54 I'm talking about. So they had a child. Child was being nursed by mother. So one of the nurses who had crush on the doctor telephoned her. You are at home nursing the child, here your husband is flirting with me. What have you to say? She was in great, deep sorrow and anguish. And her biochemistry changed and started creating poison for the child, and child died. Your biochemistry changes when you are in deep anguish. Remember this. If you really want to understand something about yourself, when you are very happy, then get your blood tested, blood count. It will tell you. When you are very unhappy, let your blood count. You will find difference. In deep anguish and sorrow, how do you do to yourself? Learn to calm down yourself. That's a simple thing. If you learn to train your breath and mind is agitated, still it will help you, because breath is not allowing mind to create more problems for your body. As it is important for you to calm down, learn to have a steady posture, it is important for you to have serene breath, and then it is important for you to apply Sushumna. Now, how to have control over conscious and unconscious mind will be subject tomorrow. I will go forward with this. Unmanifested reality or truths. What is unmanifested? This is all manifestation. Any form and name has come from its origin, which is unmanifested. Anything that happens in the external world has happened long ago in the internal world. Remember this. So do not ignore the internal world. If you are a worshipper, if you are working, if you are devoting your time and energy towards the manifested things, what will you get? You will receive reward from the manifested world. But if you are searching for the unmanifested world, you will get reward from the unmanifested world. That's what this says. Thus the great sages taught us. You see. Learning to understand about immortality, what is being immortal, then you don't have to go through the rounds of death and birth. You don't have to be under the clutches and pangs of pairs of opposites. Right and wrong and good and bad and pain and pleasure. You are free, you are beyond all this. There he says, Prakriti. What is that manifestation? How do you come into manifestation? That force which is responsible for the manifestation is called Prakriti, mother of matter. You see. Not mother of energy. If you compare modern science with certain sayings, you will come to know the seers of the Upanishads knew all the underlying principles of the science that are being followed, observed and experimented today. The unmanifested Prakriti and the manifested Hiranyagarbha. The same is Hiranyagarbha. But one who knows the both, have the knowledge of both, what does he do? He is free from the fear of death. Among all the fears in the world that you have, the greatest of all fears is, I will die. This is a fear of ordinary mortal. What is the fear of a Swami? There is a fear of a Swami. Oh my Lord, if I do not attain what I have to attain in this lifetime, again I will be born, reborn, and I will have to study from the very beginning, go to the Himalayas, live in Gangotri, do all the austerities. This is too much. So let me attain in this lifetime. And that is his fear. Huh? There is another one that, suppose there is another one. His fear is, I have attained something, I have had the glimpse. If I do not have that glimpse again, and if I drop down from the height summit, what will happen? So fear goes far beyond you think. And there is one way. Don't be afraid of your fears. Remember this. Once a while, sit down quietly. Go somewhere where there is a pleasant place and sit down and learn a method of self-pacification. It's very important. You should learn two things, self-dialogue and self-pacification. In self-classifications, you make your conscience as a priest and your ordinary mind as a confessor. So is the case. You make your conscience as a teacher and you make yourself as a student and you have a dialogue. And you learn a lot. You don't learn enough from the books if you do not enter to this dialogue. But before you do that, there could be a danger. The danger is, you come across with your superficial nature. Oh, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. If you have formed the habit of condemning yourself, then self-dialogue is not healthy for you. You will have to prepare yourself for self-dialogue. Otherwise you will be, as you have got habit of identifying yourself with the objects of your mind, you will immediately go through it. How it is possible for me to see Brahman, to know Brahman? Because I am so bad, I have done many things. I have done sex freely with many women. Many women, I have done sex with many men. I have stolen things from my home, nobody knows. I have stolen things in my classroom. I have copied and I have secured first class. You are identifying yourself with your superficial deeds. Ramakrishna Paramahansa says to his disciple, if you go on condemning yourself, when will you realize yourself? Don't do that. For this, you have to learn one thing. Do you belong to yourself, or do you belong to the world, or whom do you belong to actually? Finally you come and say, I belong to myself. What do you mean by yourself? Unit. Body, breath, senses, mind and soul. You belong to this. Who are you? You are this. Slowly you can see my body changes. My breath changes. My mind changes. All these are changing aspects of life. But I have heard from the great sages that Atman doesn't change. Its glory doesn't change. Its happiness never decreases. All the joys of the world decrease. The watch which I am wearing now is giving me pleasure. If I lose it, it will give me pain. It is the pain and pleasure has the same source. Then you want to know. You want to attain the kingdom of happiness which is everlasting. So, 15th mantra is wonderful. Hirnamena patrena satyasapihitam dukham. Now you want to know truth, and having your religion, culture, country, you see nobody is robbing you from all this. You want to have Satya as your dharma. Essence of all religions is truth. So you want to say, I am Satya Dharmi. My religion is following truth. So what do you see? The highest of example in this solar system of ours, you see sun is the highest of examples. Not the water, not the fire, not the air, not any other element but sun. Why? Entire philosophy will be given by sun. And we are comparing, for example, sun and truth together. We want to compare. Why truth is hidden from us? Why Atman remains deaf from us? When we talk to our Atman, Atman remains deaf. When Atman talks to us, before that we go to sleep. You see. Who enjoys conversing with the Atman? Sage. Why does he enjoy? Because he has learned to go beyond waking, dreaming and sleeping state. He has attained the state of Turiya. One of the great poets says, in this poisonous tree of life, there are two immortal fruits, Atman and conversing with the sages, talking to the learned and experienced one who has seen the footprints of the Atman on the sands of the eternal experiences he had. You see. So face of truth is hidden by the golden disc. Why the word golden disc? Why not copper disc, zinc disc or iron disc, steel disc? Gold is glittering, very attractive, tempting. You see. So these temptations and charms of the world do not allow us to see the truth. The truth is hidden beneath. You see. We will have to free ourselves from the charms and temptations of the world. How it is possible for you to live? Yes, you can live. I am not telling you to retire from the world, go to the monasteries, go to the Himalayas, or Himalayan cabin or somewhere retreats. No. Live wherever you are. Learn to do your duties with love, skillfully, without any attachment. And then realize the goal of life. If you don't realize, misery follows you. You don't see misery around. If you want to catch hold of misery, you don't see. It's like shadow that follows you all the time. It's a part of your life because you have earned it, because you wanted it, you have it. So learn to understand that the face of truth is hidden by the golden disc. Hiranyamayana patena satyasapitam mukham. So you are talking to the sun of the solar system. Why do you want to see sun as a, example? Because sun shines for us all and never demands anything from us all. Sun shines and yet remains away from all. You cannot touch it. If you learn to live in the world and yet remain away, exactly the way sun shines, you shine for others and yet remain above, you are enlightened. That's why the mantra says, Ek Rishi. There is only one example in front of you, and that's the sun of your solar system. Look at how sun shines for all and yet remains far away and above from all. O man, O sadhaka, learn to live that sort of life, exactly the way remains. The door of the truth is covered by a golden disc. O Lord, remove this. When you come to the keyless gate, and it's locked for you, the Bible also says, knock, and it shall be open unto you. But one thing Bible never said, it's a phrase. Bible never says, knock only once. The clever, wise, now go on knocking it. Okay, if one knock does not help, I will go on knocking till last breath of my life. And one day it opens. Ask, and it will be given unto you. Ask only when you are hungry, when you are sad, when you think that nothing is helpful to you, nobody can help you at this time, then suddenly say, God, help me. You know what happens in grief? You remember your mother, please help me. Oh mother, I am not well. But finally say, Lord, help me. You think that there is something higher power whom we call Lord. But here the sage knows, his prepared student knows, disciple knows that the face of truth is hidden by the golden disc. So he prays. It's not possible for me to be free from the charms and temptations of the world because I am surrounded by charms and temptations all the time. My mind is dissipated, my energies are scattered. I am told, my Lord, remove this golden disc. What will happen when the golden disc will be removed? What will happen to you when the charms, temptations and attractions are removed from your life? You will see the face of the truth. See? So build that concept. You all are thinkers, but you have not built your philosophy. What good is that thinking? What a waste of time and energy. Gradually you should train your mind. Mind is yours, you do not belong to mind. Learn this. Mind is your finest instrument, you should learn to use it. Don't allow it to be rusted, don't allow it to go here and there, learn to use it. So here you are praying. Prayer also is valid. Let me tell you something. Egocentric prayer is not valid. We are not trained properly from childhood. The children, mother, for their pleasure, want children to ask something all the time. Will keep biscuit somewhere, toffee somewhere, and tempt the child. So the child comes to the mother. Come on. She will have a toy in her hand and say, come on, come to me. She is bribing the child. This way, child becomes beggar. And child learns to beg. And then child begs to Lord, oh Lord, give me this, oh Lord, give me this, oh Lord, give. One day I realized if I didn't have, I do not have money, but Ford has enough money. Rockefeller has enough money. Many people have enough money. So let me go and see them. When I saw them, they were more miserable than me. Then I went, so I didn't have car. So I went to somebody who had many cars. I didn't find them happy. You see. Why I am searching for happiness? Making these small tools as the crutches of happiness for life. Why am I doing this? I am still searching for happiness outside, while the source of happiness is within me. You see. When finally I am tired, say, Lord, I am not doing egocentric prayer. Here there is no egocentric prayer in it. Lord, remove that golden disc. Help me going beyond this mire of delusion created by charms, temptations and attractions of the world, so that I can see face of truth. Why word face? Why not hand of truth? Why not body of truth? I am going to tell you something, provided you enjoy that. Yes, sage whom nobody respected went to another sage who was well respected. He said, what's the matter with you? Why people adore you so much? I am also exactly like you. I use saffron clothes, you use saffron clothes. I take only one meal, you also take one meal. We both are Swamis, you are respected most and I am not. What's the problem? Can you tell me the secret? Why this discrimination? He laughed. He said, people do not know me, friend. He said, why? He said, look, had they known me, they wouldn't have grabbed my feet. Everybody comes and touches my feet, you know. Puts flowers and fruits and this and that. He said, nobody knows you? No. Even I? He said, no. Then he uttered a saying, उसके कदमों में जो झुकाई जमीने बंदगी अपने कदमों में जमाना सिमट के आ गया. When I have given my head to the lotus feet of my Lord, nobody knows my face. I don't have any face. So nobody sees me actually, and what do they find? My feet. And they grab my feet. You see? So here is no grabbing the feet of the Lord, but face of truth. You see? Now, for seeing the face of truth, there is another Persian saying, न हम खुदा ख्वाही न हम दुनिया दो ये ख्यालस्तों मुहल्लस्तों जनो. If I like to enjoy the things of the world and at the same time want to have Brahman, not possible. Both things are not possible. Yes, you have right to enjoy, provided in the name of the Lord. You can do it. But you are enjoying for your own sake, creating misery for yourself. Don't do that. Let you learn to offer everything to the Lord and then enjoy. Let you think that all things belong to the Lord and then you enjoy. Let you think that all the things of the world are gifts for you and then you enjoy. And what is real enjoyment? Oh, no, no. These temptations, charms, attractions of the world are dissipating. I want to see the face of truth only. Remove it so that I, who have been worshipping truth. Why has he got that guts or that strength to say, oh Lord, remove this disc? Because he had confidence that he was worshipping truth alone. If you don't have that confidence, with full confidence he says, oh Lord, kindly remove this disc. I am helpless here, my Lord. I am your child and you are my father. Please remove this disc. You see. It means the time comes when you ask help from the providence. And there you meet. Ascending force meets the descending force. Kripa. You see. There was a rishi in Vedic period. His name was Kanav. Why his name was put Kanav? He used to cry all the time. He made all the efforts and could not get it. So finally he couldn't do anything but to start crying. Lord of life could not tolerate the tears flowing from the loved one eyes, came forward and lifted him. You see. How many times do you cry to meet the Lord? Tell me. Never. And you want to meet him? How many times do you cry to me to have money, to have woman, to have joy, to have man? Many, many times. That's why you have for which you have cried. Will you please stop crying for that and make sincere effort and pray to the Lord. Make me free from all charms and temptations. You see. Next is, O nourisher, lone traveler of the sky. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful poem. You are also a lone traveler. In the sense, love is most ancient traveler in this universe. Most ancient. It travels from one avenue to another avenue. When you are born, right from there, your first love is for the bosom of your mother. Second love comes for the toys. Love grows, it comes for the colors. Consciousness expands, it comes for the books, titles. Consciousness expands, it comes for the companions. Consciousness comes, it comes for the children. Finally, love again shrinks back and finds bewildered there. Hey, what have we gained? 60 years remaining under the same roof, a couple says, we have grandchildren, grandchildren. What did we gain? Are we both happy? From worldly viewpoint, yes. Have we attained the purpose of life? Big no, capital no. Honey, let's go to some Swami or sage or the mountain or retreat and just... The wise says, don't go anywhere, be wherever you are. Learn to understand. So here, the sun is lone traveler. He does not need anyone's support. He doesn't shine because someone supports you. No. You all are lone travelers on this earth. Don't create crutches for yourself. Enjoy all the things and love all the things that you have, but don't lean on the things of the world. Don't lean on anybody. Don't make anyone as your crutch, for you are forgetting your essential nature. Don't do that. Let you be like a lone traveler of the sky, controller. He's at the same time controller. If there was no sun, there will be no colors. No one will live. No plants will survive. We will not get food at all. O sun, O Prajapati, gather your rays. Let me see the face. It's only golden disk. I cannot see you. I see only the rays. Your rays are so bewildering. I cannot see your face. So you talk to the Lord exactly like that when you sit down. O Lord of life and the universe, remove this glittering disk full of charms and temptations. Let me see face of truth, for I have made all my efforts, my Lord. This prayer is valid and is helpful. This desire is not binding, this is liberating. All the desires bind you. But when all desires are swallowed by one desire, only one desire, to attain God, that desire is not binding. See. Your grace, that form of yours, which is the fairest, I am indeed he, that Purusha who dwells there. Why do I want to see the face of truth? Because my essential nature is truth. I want to identify myself with the face of truth, not with these glittering rays which bewilder me, which distract me, which has completely dissipated my energy. The word Purusha is another something which needs a little bit of explanation. That which sleeps in the city of life is called Purusha. Pura means city, Saha means that. In the city of life, there is something is sleeping. You see. That something looks like sleeping. Because when I say to him, no answer. I am the same Purusha. My nature is saying, I am Satyadharmi. I have decided to follow the path of truth. I want to attain truth through my Lord. I am that, I am that, I am that. It's my nature. That's how Jesus Christ says, I and my Father are one. Because all his qualities, Father's quality he assumed, then you could say, I and Father are one. You have all the opportunities. Age has no consideration, sex has no consideration, profession has no consideration, education has no consideration, determination is something. Do your sadhana with full determination regularly and pray, and do not pray to feed your ego. Pray so that you can get light, energy, and you follow the path of joy and happiness, peace, 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 and God bless you.